welcome to the Epilogue episode of the Frostwalkers podcast, Campaign 1. In the last episode, the party defeated terror, and hope and light was restored to the world. A lot has changed in a brief amount of time. And that will be what we're about tonight. Picking up the pieces, finding our way to the future. Here's how this will work. I will begin by informing you of world events the night and day after your battle. If anyone has events a day later, I will open the floor. You can kind of just rapid fire them off. If there's one you really want to RP, we'll stop and do so. Then we'll go to a week, then a month, then a year. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll end the episode on some... And at any point, if there's a scene you really want to play out of those, let me know, and we can do that a little bit. But the idea is to kind of rapid-fire fill in some of the... Especially a lot of the early stuff. I imagine towards the month-year mark, there's a lot more we can pan out together, you know? But like the day-week stuff, I kind of want to see... I kind of want to go fast for the sake of time, you know? Mm-hmm. So... A day after... Let me find this. A day later, the Night Council, in desperate need of rest, Alana would deploy the Royal Guard for relief. The people of Timshul worked their best to repair what damage was done and unite in the wake of the attack. So, Galdrea and Jitter for their heroics, and Rin, although Rin was kind of already doctored in. Galdrea is the only one who really wasn't grandfathered in because of Zachariah and Liren, respectively. I'm losing track of my point. Galdrea is officially inducted into the Night Council for her bravery. And also, this is the time to mention, Galdrea's tattoos have been replaced with astral look. Zagreus grew an astral arm in the events of the night. People... Your buddy Andre, wow, I blanked out that hard. Your buddy Aster has starry wings to replace his fallen ones.
So, yay!
And the class have starry features now. Have anything that they specifically want to mention the day after?
I have a thing.
Just depending on who wants to. Rev, you can go, then Kat.
Okay. Is there any way for Andre to find Will around?
Yeah, okay. I'll allow it.
Okay, because she and Will gotta talk.
Fair enough. He's probably...
I don't know if we were gonna roleplay this out, but...
You don't have to if you feel like it's something you don't want to. You could just tell me what happens and I'll make it so. Because I feel like this might be something awkward to roleplay out, so you can totally just tell me.
Yeah, it's basically Andre gonna be like, hey, so things have changed in the last however much time it's been. And she's basically just gonna be like, she's just gonna awkwardly explain Finley. That's all. Hey. So there's this girl, basically. She's having that conversation.
Oh, poor Will.
I want you to know that when Will hears that, he kind of like says thank God because he had something to tell you too, and it was that he found your Eldraine counterpart.
It's kind of weird.
I mean, okay. Andre's
like he didn't
I imagine
know
that conversation.
He didn't know that it was your Eldraine counterpart until Mel told him so in all of this.
Oh Lord. I imagine the conversation, like, they just start laughing over this, and then they just start talking, like, Andre's like, okay, well, what's she like? Like, how much like me is she? just talking, just friendly conversation now.
Oh yeah, you guys instantly bounce back from like kind of relationship to good friends in like no seconds flat.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys are, and I'd say within like a day of like an hour of conversation, you guys are like solidly at good friends.
Heck yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Kat, what did you have to say?
2 things.
Okay.
First, she's going to tell Myrina that everything's cool. She's okay. We don't need to repeat that out. She's just okay. She's good. And second, she's gonna go to Andre and ask her to fix her hair.
Oh. She'd
like,
be happy to.
She's
Andre
like,
has freaking cool hair. She's gonna fix Finley up.
she like kind of just like approaches and it's like, I was wondering if you could, because your hair's really, if you could like, and she just points to her hair.
Andre takes a glance at Finn's choppy short hair, and she's like, she just chuckles a little bit, and she's like, "Yeah, of course I'll help you out.
Great.
We'll have you looking right as rain, soon as possible."
Okay. Also,
Okay.
It's Laverne. That's my name.
Oh.
Just thought I wanted to. Yeah, just call me Finley. I just wanted to let you know. Anyway, hair time.
Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, I love her. Andre's just like, I love this woman.
Oh.
Rowan, sorry, anything specific you want to do in the day? I will tell you, Caleb and Anna nap for 24 hours straight. Like, they are...
That's a mood.
They are so...
Oh. Just cuddling.
Oh, absolutely. This is like the most loving cuddle they've ever done.
Cute.
Oh. Well, sorry, kind of just like runs back to her house and makes sure that Mr. Floofers and Cooper are alive. Just, you know,
Oh, I got this. Cooper's an astral dragon now.
Ooh.
Oh my. Okay. Yeah, sure, that's normal, I'm sure. And she also, like, maybe tries to find Gale, you know, just to check in, make sure he's okay or whatever. It's nothing, no big deal, not at all, because she's got a crush on him or whatever. Psh, nah.
He held the fort with Gal and Jitter. He took damage. It was a fight, but he's fine. He'll live.
Okay, cool. She's not at all. She doesn't care.
Yeah, it's like I care or something. Baka.
It's whatever. He's cool.
Baka.
He can take care of himself.
Are we ready to jump to the week?
Wait, I didn't
Rowan have anything?
Oh, do you have something, Rowan?
I think that Rowan I think Rowan has a lot to think about, and she goes back home. Obviously, she's going to smooch Janice very hard.
Snog.
Make out. Woo!
Snog.
She's very happy that he's alive.
Janice has astral weed hair.
Astral
weed hair.
B. I will settle.
Westrel?
B.
Weed stroll.
Weed straw hair.
Oh my god! I was trying to have an emotional moment.
Have your moment.
You can.
Okay.
I mean, hey, it might be really pretty or like beautiful. Janice's hair is like glowing with starlight now.
Okay. Can I say he has like a cool tattoo?
Sure.
That's sick. Okay, sweet. Yeah, she just has a nice day. I don't know how to continue from that. She just has a nice time. She's happy.
That's a clever way to hide in SFW territory. Sweet.
Oh my
Take that for what you
word.
will, listeners.
Anyway, jumping to the week. A week later, the Night Council could have. You guys would have a fucking rager in the castle.
Woo!
Yes. Good.
Sweet.
You are partying down as heroes. The people of Timshul begin to recuperate, and peace talks begin with the Hearth, with relative ease. Alana takes full leadership as Timshul's next queen, and then has her first action as queen, removes the monarchy because she's a badass.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yes.
Timshul is back to Lords of the Order, elected by the people through to the Oath of the Merry Lord that was instated when Timshul was founded by Alana's hand. A king set it up and a queen removed it.
Power move.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Democracy!
Democracy, baby.
This began a resurgence of hope in the city, and the Night Council is now essentially the Senate.
Oh, cool!
All agree, however, that when Alana ends her time, Calum would be a great lord. But the young prince finally has time to be a kid.
Oh.
Yay.
Now, anyone have anything in the weak space?
Yeah. Finley is gonna have a chat with Caitlin because she's still uneasy about everything going on. I don't think she's really relaxed.
Even
there's
though
a
her
lot of
hair is much
change.
better?
Yeah, her hair is much better, but like not her mind.
Okay.
I'm joking. She's much better, but it's a lot. It's a lot of change and a lot that she's not used to. So she wants to go to her former charge, and ask him how he's dealing with it.
Calum is elated at the news of him being able to relax for a while. He's talking about going on a date with Anna, which sounds like a foreign concept.
Aww.
And he tells you, Finley, that you'll always be his, not just his guard, but his close friend and basically his sister, and that you'll always have a place at his side, even if that doesn't mean necessarily guarding him.
She gives him like the biggest hug.
Like picks him up off the ground.
Yeah, sure.
Calum loves you, Finn.
Aww.
She loves him too.
Anything else, Finley?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry, anything in the weak space?
She's just glad that she can finally like hang out with her brother without having to get through like a Rose and an Anelian and a Zagreus and everyone else.
He still lives in the castle, but instead of basically being his like watchdogs, Anelian, Zag, Rose, they're all just kind of like his housemates now. It's like way more relaxed.
Aww.
Also, the whole being on the Senate thing has her like really confused. Like, isn't that just what we were doing before? Is it, if it's because it's more official, does it mean that this is like an actual paying job and we're not gonna almost constantly die?
The answer to your question is yes. And it pays real well.
Nice. Maybe I can afford like a fancy rug or something.
You
Maybe
guys,
a curtain.
you guys are like fucking set for life. You don't even know.
Woo! We rolling in the gold.
Andre, you got something? Do you have anything in the weak space?
Oh,
or are you
you're just
kinda-
asking me. Okay. Yeah, Andres is gonna get some tattoos, actually. There's a reason for this. Nothing kind of in her life up until this point has been permanent because, orphaned, so our parents they weren't around and everything was just changing all the time. And what's more permanent than tattooing yourself, right? So she's gonna get several different tattoos, kind of like in a sleeve on her arm, different
That's
symbols and
fucking
stuff
sick.
representing the
cool.
different members of her
So
new
cool.
family. So like leaves for Rowan, music notes for Sari, stuff like that.
Aw.
Hey, can I make this even better for you?
Mhm.
Alana is a tattoo artist. Alana is a tattoo
Bro,
artist.
really? That's the coolest
Yes!
shit ever.
That's cool.
oh, yes.
Caleb has a cool mom.
So Andre's
He's a
gonna go to
very cool
Alana
mom.
and get tatted up, bro.
Alana is there for you, sister. Anything else?
I imagine she's probably spending some more time with freaking brain. I can't remember names. I'm forgetting.
Faces or
It's not just
descriptions?
me. I'm just kidding.
Faces, descriptions. What you got? Help. Let me help.
The
Chadwick?
yes, Chadwick. Yes, Chadwick.
Ah,
Okay.
understood.
Yes. Got
For
it in
some
one.
reason, I could not remember his name. But
See,
yeah,
it's hard.
she's also been hanging with Chadwick some more since he hasn't been.
He's
Yeah.
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 He like does nothing but gush about how proud he is.
Aw.
He's like your old loving grandpa who wants to just do nothing but give you cookies and love.
Aw.
Bless. This is exactly what she needs.
Aw.
And Vil kind of is like in awe of your power. Like this chaotic little child is now like wants to be you when they grow up.
Aw.
Aw. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm happy with this.
Rowan, anything in the week?
I think Rowan wants to like spend some time with her friends, like after the party, just like hanging out because everything's been so chaotic. She kind of just wants time to like hang out with her friends.
Yeah.
I also
fucking
think,
partying down.
yeah, yeah. But like, also kind of like what they did in episode 11, like
The sleepovers and such.
yeah, just like having a sleepover. She'll like bake them a whole bunch of food, just like tell stories, just like have a nice time,
That is
So I think,
100% just truth.
yeah, so I think she does that. I think she also has some idea. She's already thinking about like there was probably quite a bit of collateral damage during that fight, and so she's like,
True.
"Oh, I have like mold earth now, and I have all these like plant growth spells." And so I think that Rowan's thinking about like what can I do to help rebuild the town with the help of others, obviously, but
Okay. You are approached by Ashtai of the Selesnya Conclave, who with her druidic magic will and the connections between the planar portals will absolutely help you with natural rebuilding.
yeah, actually, I think that that's what Rin's doing too. Is because he's an inventor. He's a buildy boy. So I think that he and Jitter might like.
I have something very special for Rin and Jitter if you give me a moment.
Oh really?
Yep. A month later, if I may. Any final words before I jump to the month?
Nope.
Okay. A month later, production begins on the Old Town Ruins substation and Timshul's new central station. Thanks to Jitter and Rin working together, the Hearth will also get a station in the near future as it has set up permanent residence close by Timshul. Gnomes and the Warforged in Timshul flock to the Hearth, and begin to work out permanent housing, beginning the process of them reintegrating into Timshul's region of Etudon. The librarian Vi has also begun a deep dive into scholarly information on the Astrayans to bring that out to the public now that the memory wipe of terror is gone. You're getting a train, motherfuckers!
Cool.
You baby.
Finn, in the month space, anything?
Yes, a few things.
This is
Firstly,
when I started. I kind of wanted to get through day week fast because I figured month years when we'd start to get the juicy stuff.
right.
Yeah, juicy.
Ew.
That was the word.
Firstly, Finley would definitely start to visit Siren
Mhm.
more, and probably just start to train with him and basically just hang out with him because he was a very charismatic guy, and she looks up to him a lot.
You are my dad. You're my dad.
You're my dad. And so she definitely spend a lot more time with him now that she's able to. But the other thing that she would do is, may I roleplay this out, please?
Absolutely. Take the floor.
Finley walks up to the door of Andre's house.
Oh,
And she gives it a very shaky knock.
Oh. Yeah, Andre will come to the door, smile when she sees her.
Finley, wordlessly kind of like looks down, and she takes out a bouquet of marigolds, and she goes, I know these are your favorites, so I brought you some. I just wanted to let you know that I can feel I feel safe with you, and you're so nice, and you're so cool, and you do amazing things, and she's just like absolute babbling mess. And then she says, I wanna get food or something.
I would love to. She accepts the bouquet and she's just grinning. She's just grinning.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good.
And wait, hold on, give me 1 second. She runs into her house, puts the flowers in water, and she comes back and she's just immediately just gives her this big old hug.
Oh, Finley be blushing though.
Oh.
In her mind, she goes, "Thanks for the romance advice, Ambrose."
Ambrose, master of love.
I had all the ladies when I had a body.
Hey, Cat.
No.
Hey, Cat. Roll a quick perception check.
Perception? Okay. 15.
Okay, that's good enough. You notice that Andre is tearing up. She's starting to cry.
No. Finley's like, no, don't cry.
It's fine. The happy tears. I just.
Oh.
Seeing Andre cries making Finley start to tear up.
Oh.
No, not you too.
Oh.
Okay. Both of us, we can get it together. We have.
Right, get it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're strong. We're strong women. We got this.
We're so strong.
Wow.
I love him so much.
So I guess Andre and Finley are going on their first date.
Oh.
Sorry. Wow. Sorry. Good luck. We
Wow.
only just canonized the ship we've dreamed of since Arc 3.
Yeah, that's a tough act to follow. Thanks, guys.
Low key, yeah.
I guess Star's pretty excited by all the hubbub regarding the train station. She's never seen a train before. So seeing a big
Choo
metal
choo.
tube flying at, more than a mile an hour.
Hey, Luke from Trials and Trebuchets, this is a call-out post.
She's like, whoa, that thing moves really fast. I'm going to cartwheel faster than that. I promise. Even though all that...
Are you telling me Sari's on a training regiment to outspeed a fucking train?
That's what she does in a month.
Yes, that's what she's doing. That's what she's going to do.
That's it. She's outdone and she's outdone us all.
Caleb is concerned but also proud, and Gale is like getting into it. He's like trying to like keep up with you with his flight. He's down to clown with shit. Hell yeah.
Aw.
Although that's very exciting, she's still more happy to see her brother's going on some dates with his girlfriend, and Finley and Andre got together, and that's cool. And Rowan is with her significant other,
who has been with her since like Arc 1.
They've been together a long time, and they're happy.
Yeah.
So she's happy to see all of her friends together and in love. And, the fact that her and Gale are going on their first date totally doesn't bring a giant smile to her face. What are you even talking
about?
Oh!
Yes!
Aww.
Yes! Nah, she's not it's whatever.
Oh.
She's more interested in how fast she can cartwheel. She's going to be faster than a train.
She's doing this to impress him, I'm convinced.
Yeah, probably.
Andre? Besides the obvious, of course.
Honestly, I didn't really have anything else for the month thing.
That's okay. I'll give you something.
That's all that's important.
I'll tell you this. I'll give you an offer.
Okay.
They found Pluto.
Yay!
And the day, like a week after your first date with Finley, they're there at your door. And and that night, your old crew gets together for drinks. And even though you'd love to invite Finley, tonight is about your old friends coming together,
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're
her new friends are partying somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sure Finn can handle taking one night with her old.
Oh yeah, she's not much of a social person, so she'd be uncomfortable anyway.
Yeah, so Finn's happy to be like out of that one.
She's vibing with Siren and Myrina.
Yep. So Andre, you have basically a night of revelry with your old friends, and that you be living together for a while.
Yes.
Your whole crew, Zakai, Esvel, Aster, and Pluto, back together again.
Oh, this makes me happy.
Rowan, anything?
Yeah, okay. So, Rowan's been helping in the effort to rebuild the town with some other artificers, druids, etc. And I think that there's really two main things. Firstly, I think that she's kind of rethought her business. Like, obviously she's part of the Night Council and she's getting money that way, but they're not always, like, it's pretty peaceful now. She's not always going off to fight monsters. And I think that, like, originally she wanted to be a therapist and, like, help people that way. But I think she's kind of, like, thought about it a bit more. And I think she's realized, like, I don't need to be the one to tell people how to live their lives. I mean, I didn't even really know much about myself. I think I should just be there to help people when they need me. And so instead, she has opened up a different business where she's going to watch everyone's pets.
Pet sitter Rowan!
Oh,
Yeah, everyone, she'll take care of your pets.
Owen's a pet sitter. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's beautiful.
She'll watch everyone's
I love
pets.
that.
And Janice and Trila are helping you out. Trila is your intern. She's like the one who takes the notes for you. She's a bit older and wiser now. It's only been a month, but like she's getting there. She's getting the hang of it. She's good at her job. She's taking care of pets. She's a natural, and you're like kind of feeling like, hey, this could work. You know what I mean? Like having this apprentice that you got all those months ago. This could be something.
Oh.
And Janice is absolutely keeping help with you and taking care of Mr. Tinkle. Coco's big.
Coco's very big.
The
The Griffins are probably also big.
Yeah, your Griffins are like starting to be able. Trila can finally mount one of the Griffins, which is big news.
Oh my god, I'm gonna invite my friends over if they want to ride these Griffins.
Oh, they're not like ready for full-size people.
Oh,
This is
okay,
a
okay,
child
okay.
gnome. This is a gnome
Oh,
child
okay.
who can mount.
Okay, never mind. I'll just laugh as Trila rides them around.
Yeah. Well, that's the month. You guys ready for the year? The big one.
No.
I'm gonna be honest, no. Because
Let
I
me-
don't want to cry.
Yeah. Oh wait, can I just side note one thing?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Probably like somewhere between the month and the year, like just like a few months, I guess. Andre starts because she realizes she doesn't have like a full-time career anymore, really. So
Yeah.
she just becomes a seamstress full time.
Aww.
So yeah, she making the clothes, she fixing the clothes. Yes.
Well, you're gonna have a pretty big amount of orders soon because a year later, word of the Australians and Startouch have reached the general population. The Hearth and Timshul have officially merged, the two groups of people working together nicely, learning from each other's cultures and innovating new creations together. The Hearth gets to keep its freedom, but shares what they have with Timshul, and Timshul does the same. Continuing on, the Central Etudon rail system was finished by Jitter and Rin and their inaugural ride without a hitch. Speaking of hitch, sometime in the span of a month to a year, Jitter and Galdrea get married.
Yay!
And Andre, you are the seamstress of honor. You make the wife. For the wife, you make Jitter's outfit. You are commissioned for the big buck.
She's honored. She's yes. Yes.
Can I do the flowers
Yes.
and the food?
Town rooms are fully refurbished, allowing more daring mortals to live in the abandoned space, aside the undead led by Glasnow as local castle. Your old buddy Shira is basically like the poster child for living in the old town room.
Awesome.
This allows much more housing and less strain on halflings. Check that out. The Arcanum becomes the place of learning for young wizards, meaning that the class ends their semester with Calum teaching out of the Arcanum, and a sentient mage building trying to teach children is very useful. The Night Council no longer works outside of the Watchtower and gets a council building near the center of the united areas of the Town Ruins, the Hearth, and Timshul. You have a new base. Vast knowledge of the lands have been recovered, and Angel is using the press to fill more people in. Word of Timshul has spread, and people flock to the warmest place in Etudon. Alana leads you all into an era of prosperity, and you all in the Night Council and Prince Calum get to smile and watch the kingdom you saved thrive.
Yes.
Kat,
Huh.
anything for Finley in the year?
Hey, Rez, how about you handle this first bit, and then I'll do my bit.
Oh shit!
Okay. All right. All
Was
right.
there cahoots that I was not made aware?
No, I just okay. All right. Okay. So
I call shenaniganery, but I love it.
basically, as time passed between the month and the year mark, Finn and Dre have been together for a year at this point, and eventually, Andre is gonna kind of, well, okay, I'm sorry, words are hard, but Andre and Finn are kind of talking about this, and they're just like, yeah, I think it's time. And so Andre is going to basically move out of her current house, leaving it to the rest of her crew, and get a place with Finley.
And they get lots of cats.
I don't think Filigree would be very happy if they got
I'm
more
joking.
cats.
I'm joking. That's just what all my friends who are couples do.
That's enough cats forever.
Cats.
Andre does love animals,
all my friends
though,
who are
so
couples have like a ton of cats.
they're definitely gonna have pets. More pets. Because Andre loves animals. But
Definitely.
but yes.
But definitely. Besides that, though, I think that Finley has finally been able to settle down. She still holds her position, of course, with pride, but
I'll get to that in a second.
she definitely still checks us up on Caleb, because fretting over him is something that is never going to go away. But now she's letting herself lead her own life and let him lead his, which is something very important that she learned. And she starts to love who she is. She loves her hair, and she loves her girl. And she's ready to continue to live her own life in happiness with the Night Council, who are her friends and, well, her family.
I mean, this is obvious. This is an obvious question. But has there been a Findray kiss?
Yes, yes.
There have been so many Findray kisses.
I will tell you right now, Finley favors forehead smooches.
Yes. Andre is more of a cheek kisser, but she will also give forehead kisses from time to time. And of course, they have made out a few times.
Nice.
Nice.
It's been a year. I mean, come on.
It's true.
Oh,
that's the year.
One thing, Kat. In the year about that position, Zagreus approaches you and offers you his job. If you accept, you will be Captain Finley, Captain of the Guard.
Oh my gosh, that makes Andre and Finley both having been captains in like 2 different ways.
Dude, that's cool.
She accepts.
Hell yeah!
Definitely.
Captain Finley.
Captain Finley.
Nath would stick around to help you out learning the ropes, but Zag gets some time to be,
Heck yeah, he deserves it.
Sorry. You got a year. What you got?
Oh boy. She's still trying to set her record by cartwheeling faster than the train. She's given up on trying to beat the one that runs across the entire, Itudon expanse and is just trying to beat it to the hearth now.
Oh. This is like the distance between Beach City and Little Hope, if you need a reference.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
She always finishes about 30 minutes late.
No, but she's
Oh.
doing her best.
She's doing her best.
She's tried different speed spells and less shoes and
More shoes.
anything, more shoes, shoes on her, snowshoes on her hands.
I love sorry.
But she always finishes 30 minutes late, to which she blames the steep hill and Jitter's complete ingenuity. He's such a genius. How dare he make a train this fast?
Gail
so
is
now
always
she-
waiting. Gail's
Mhm.
always waiting for you at the end with a hug.
Aww.
Oh.
So she's right now though, she's changing her tactic to instead of cartwheeling up the hill to the hearth, she's going to cartwheel down the hill and into Timshul. Because she always takes the train down. Because she's too tired to cartwheel back down. So now she's going to cartwheel down the hill, hoping that the velocity of her moving downhill rapidly will somehow get her to Timshul before the train.
I love that. I love that so much.
And yes, she has tried having a 5-minute head start, and it didn't work.
Oh, baby.
Oh, sorry. I love you.
She did cry at Jitter and Galdrea's wedding, even if she says she didn't.
Oh.
What
about Abix?
Yeah, she still visits Abix and Altron and her new baby sister, and she's brought Gale twice now just to like introduce him and get him used to her very weird and also amazing family.
Aww.
And
you've also been spending time with Abix's husband.
Yeah, and Kristoff.
Yeah, we could finally say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right now she's kind of secretly, sort of, she only told Rowan and Calum and Finn, and Andre and Gale and Benedict and Rose 223. And then Calum told Anna and Alana of her secret plan to maybe someday go out and find her biological parents, just to know what about them was terror and what about them was real, because no one knows anything about them.
The adventure continues. Sorry, I do have an offer.
Yes.
I don't know how to put this. They basically want to put you in charge of Timshul's public relations.
Oh?
Like, you're warm, welcoming, bubbly, kind. You're the person, and they want you to essentially be the welcoming committee for new families who come.
Sorry accepts on one condition.
Yes.
She gets to bring Gale, and then she also gets days off where she gets to hang out with her friends and her brother.
Absolutely. Whenever a new family comes in, she can schedule a day with them for her to basically throw a housewarming party.
She is so happy. She's never had so much partying.
Also, I'd assume you and Gale are pretty much going steady at this point.
Oh.
Pretty much. She doesn't know that he hasn't, they've never said, I love you, or really, actually kissed, or called each other boyfriend and girlfriend, because sorry's too awkward.
There have been close calls.
Very close calls. She's like,
cute.
Yeah, Gale, he's my boy person.
He's my boy. My lad.
My lad.
It's my boy.
My boy.
My boy.
Cute.
Ownership is taken, but not in a romantic sense. Okay.
She doesn't know how to ask him hey, are we dating? And also
if she
she
ever
doesn't
came
know
close,
how.
he'd say, "I assume yes."
Hey, Gail?
Yeah.
Was this like this thing? This you and me? Is this Are we like She like pretends to like link her fingers, like dating?
I'd assume yes, but that is a consensual thing, so if you don't to, then say the word. But I've kind of been working under the assumption that yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I just didn't know. Why
Because
do you
of the
make me
cheek.
so awkward? That is an accurate noise that she makes. She tries to kiss him back on the cheek, but she like misses and almost kisses his eye.
Sorry.
Andre, you got anything?
Uh,
Besides like what was stated already. It's
honestly,
cool if no.
Honestly, my thing was similar to Kat's, where Andre's just finally, she's got like her own thing going now. Like she's
Happy.
able to like live for herself and be happy and stuff, and she has a lovely girlfriend and a cat and a mouse and just a great family and a good job, and she's happy.
Good. I'm happy to hear it. My offer to you, Andre, is basically the road crew wants to know if you would be interested in essentially helping them on occasion, and they want to like basically be community helpers. They want to like do good in Timshul and the Hearth and take care of like roaming monsters. Pluto's kind of got that adventure wanderlust going, And they basically, you're basically asking you if you want to basically form a party with them.
That's so perfect. Because okay. I've been thinking about this, and it's just like, for Andre's whole life, she's been taking things because she is, by nature, a thief. She had to survive, and then she became a pirate, and she's just kind of been taking and taking and taking her whole life. And now that things are where they are, and her life has finally turned around, she wants to start doing stuff to give something back. So this is perfect.
And, well, as that happens, Andre, as you and the world become a bit of known helpers in the community, how Eliza Hamilton do you want to go with this?
As Eliza Hamilton as you want to go with this, almighty DM.
Would you like to help establish an orphanage for Timshul?
This is good. Hey Kat, should we tell him the thing?
I think we should tell him the thing.
Okay, so this is actually super perfect because me and Kat were talking the other day, and we came to the conclusion that at some point, Finley and Andre become foster parents.
Oh.
Perfect. It's perfect. It's actually perfect. Oh my god, this is lining up so well.
You help raise children, you get to see them growing up.
We're laughing so we don't cry. Oh. Oh.
We just need to remember to breathe.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm okay. I just.
Oh. Pete, what have you done?
I'm emotional. Okay. I'm okay.
Rowan, Anything for you?
Okay. Somewhere in between the course of a month and a year, Rowan decides that it's finally time for her to go back to where she grew up and see her family again.
Mm-hmm.
And
How long do you stay?
Probably just a few months. Not a super long time. She's not staying there forever because her family's back in Timshul. But enough time to reunite. Yeah, make her. And she sees her sisters and her brothers and her youngest brother Alder, who was the one who got attacked by the wolves. And she tells him all about the fight and all of her friends. And she feels bad for leaving them, but she's surprised when they all just tell her that they're so proud. And
I have an offer for you, Ro.
Mhm.
Your family would like to move back with you.
Oh.
They understand that your home is in Timshul, and they want to be where your home is.
Yeah. She'll accept that if they want to go.
Just imagine a scene of a family of halflings getting in a cart together, singing songs about the earth, about the glories of nature, and the mother in the cart just yelling at Rowan's little sisters to stop fighting with each other, and she'll turn this cart fucking around. And Alder, your brother, is like super excited, dreaming of, and I really get to meet them. I get to meet your friends, and my gosh, after all the stories, how can I even face them? They sound so amazing.
Don't worry.
Don't be Finley, please.
Don't worry, they're all super nice.
Your family is welcomed into the community with open arms. Sari throws your family their homecoming party. Your parents quickly get into the hostel business, taking care of people, you know. Your brother Alder kind of gets in with the druid crowd in Timshul and slowly starts kind of coming out of the shell, enjoying life. He gets a baby Tressum.
Oh,
yay.
oh
Your
my
family-
god! So this is, I don't know if this is something that I've said before. When the wolves attacked Alder, he lost the use of his legs. And so I love this idea that he has this, like, basically like a therapy animal.
A therapy Tressum, yeah.
Yeah, he has like a therapy Tressum. That's so sweet.
And there's talk about Jitter and Rin going to work on repairing his legs, and giving him like the ability to walk again.
Oh!
But
Oh my god!
after all the work you did to save their people, this Jitter and Rin feel that they are indebted that much to you.
Oh my god.
Plans are still in the works because they want it to be a mix of natural and unnatural. But with a certain cloning device, I'm pretty sure that can be easily done. What the fuck?
Oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, so now Rowan is living back with her family happily in Timshul. And there was one thing that Terror did take from Rowan. Not quickly, but more slowly. Over time, Rowan began to forget what her last name was, as she spent more and more time away from the people that raised her. And now, with all of her memories back, Rowan remembers now that her last name is Mektir, which means wolf.
That's so good. That's so wholesome. Oh my god.
Rowan,
That's powerful.
Rowan, I have one final offer for you.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like for your brother Ashwin and Lynn's Bard Group to set up shop in the Old Town ruin with Shira?
Oh my god, yes!
The formation of the most metal folk band has begun.
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so cool. Oh, that's awesome. As one last thing, I think that's all I have for Rowan. I think I do want to say eventually her and Janet, but that's maybe in like 2 or 3 years down the line. But that's a thing that happens. But I also wanted to say that Oletta, seeing how Timshul and Hearth have come together, has been inspired, and her and, well, with some influence from her son, have been kind of working to shape Xylem back into Lyran's original image for it. So Upper and Lower Xylem, it's going to take a long time, but Upper and Lower Xylem are starting to become one again, and to just Xylem.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long time, but they're working to get it a bit more united.
Let me do something real quick to that. The depot, the station in Timshul proper has a skyship depot for our intrepid to begin
Skyship Depot.
to begin her skyship depot. Has begin her skyship transport business.
Skyship Depot.
So Maiju is basically a pilot for hire now.
Oh heck yeah!
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
And with that, we get into the second part of this. As we all know, our journey as the Frostwalkers wouldn't have been as amazing without the help of many guest stars who came on our journey with us. I asked as many of them as I could reach in a week to provide me some epilogue material. A few of them, time didn't work out, and I'll kind of do my best guesses, but here's what you got. Shira is basically the child of the Old Town ruins, like I said. We love you, Misty.
We love you.
Lots of love, Misty.
Plink's goal has never changed. His burb wants his friends to do. His burb friend wants to do ethical necromancy to aid his new flock in Timshul. Caleb, seeing and commending Plink's efforts, puts him as one of the leaders in the restoration of the Old Town ruin and the recreation of Timshul's rail system. Basically, all things Old Town ruins are manned by Shira and Plink.
I love that.
And Plink gets the little mare cap.
Cute.
You sometimes see him just kind of marching around the entrance to the Old Town ruin, little hat, just happy as can be.
Oh.
Talia is now seeking out a sobriety support group.
Ooh.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Along with Jay, who's looking to end their need for weed.
What about Janice? Rowan's going to suggest it.
Yeah. Kestrel roams around on moose and flirts with any elf orc that crosses her path. She has not returned, and neither has Pennsylvania Tim. Throgmorton insists he never had a stupid-ass name. This raises many concerning questions no one wants to answer, especially considering the doppelganger followed Sune's day.
Oh, yike.
We love you, Mary.
I apologize for nothing. Pennsylvania Tim apologizes for nothing.
Jitai! Jitai is still in Timshul with Andre's road crew, reconnecting where he can, and also, on the sly, working with Galdrea and Jitter to plans to screw over and maybe get rid of a certain goddess of death.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
We love you, Spy.
Ooh.
I especially love you, Spy.
Oh.
Mikhail. Mikhail still uses Timshul as a base of operations, but is looking for his brother and thwarting his plans whenever they pop up. The adventure continues for our intrepid druid. We love you, Stellar.
We love
Yeah.
you, Stellar.
Love you very much, Stellar.
Lilith, Sylvester, and Nath didn't get anything, but I can make some assumptions. Nath is probably still helping out Finley. I can imagine Sylvester is still leading his people back in Hargrave,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and Lilith, God only
Wife,
knows.
dear.
God only fucking knows.
Dirt wife.
Part of me wants to say she warped over with Leona and joined the Rakdos, but I can't be sure.
I mean, it would track.
Yeah.
We
She's
love
a
you, Z.
spooky gal.
Maybe
We
the
love you,
Golgari?
We love
The
Maybe.
me.
Demir?
and we love you too, Kaz. Thank you.
Kaz and me.
One of our more controversial guest stars. In a fit of ego-inflated mania, Evander tried to take over one of Silem's vassal kingdoms, nothing but his strength. Didn't go well, rip and rest.
Yes! Yes! Yeah! I freaking hate
Lena
that
goes
guy.
Oh god.
He deserved it. I hope it was slow and painful.
Oh my god, Libby!
Lena goes on. Let's get some more wholesome vibes. Lena goes on vacation with Severin to the Isles and cleans up the area and with the help of the Guild for Good for Nothings in the wake of the Divine disappearance.
Aww.
Love you, Pixie.
We love you, Pixie!
Yes, and thank you for all
Thank
the
you!
Thank you.
Thank you for the live vlogs and for making us smile. We love you.
You're the best.
As for Delilah, when she lost her magic to power up Calum, she became a never-before-seen race. A race she began to create when she regained her power. Soon, the Ice Ganassi are a race in the chest nose of a Tudon. Wide-eyed and curious, but all revere Delilah as
That's amazing.
Wait, as what?
the mother of the mountain.
That's just so cool.
Mountain Mama!
It's like a mountain man, but way nicer, and we'll give you hugs.
West Virginia!
Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road. I'm playing a bard next campaign.
Gotta get you practicing.
Let me continue. Working under Finley, Lieutenant Rue trains the town, not just on how to guard and be safe, both in combat and health. Rue is the outreach member of the guard. They even have developed a way to keep Masons safe that does not require being a social pariah. Rue says wash your damn hands.
Oh, good for
I
Mason.
love that.
Still an anchor for Sari, Abix invites her and Calum over whenever they can. They're clearly having another child and stay at home raising Altrian, who's still growing in magic proficiency. We love you, Avon, and we love you, Lee. Thank you both for being amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being Sari's mom.
Aw.
Both her and I love you very much.
Still at their usual tricks, Fenrir and Osa hunt out the amazing
Hell
treasure,
yeah.
while using those adventures to make money with Hilgrin's song. We love you, Lance. We love you, Kaz.
Love you
We
guys.
Love you very much. Thank you.
As for Hilgrind, making bank by staying with Fenrir and Osa while they drive another mad, his music is about their adventures is very profitable, since Fenrir hunts bigger and bigger prizes. Nick,
Hell
what do you
yeah.
say?
Woo!
Rin has taken his father's place as an honorary member of the Night Council, happy to serve when needed. However, in this time of peace, he's begun focusing on more inventions and collaborating alongside Jitter. They're discussing future business and maybe conglomerating Liren's business with Taylor Industries.
Neat.
Hell
Angel-
yeah, they're business partners.
Angel is working with the press and spreading her reach. She's gone beyond Etudon and has basically started the biggest news agency in Faerun.
Hell yeah.
We love you, Mango. And while she's very happy for Caleb, she does very fondly remember the time when they were together.
Oh.
Oh, we love you, Mango.
One of the healers in Timshul, Darian, learning remedies from Galena and the Hearth to blend with their own techniques.
Cool.
Yao-Zin from Evelyn was inspired more to work for people with power and eventually becomes a warlock for a neighboring kingdom. She makes it to the head of her position and makes amends with T, making peace between that race and humanity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Other Rin, played by Lauren during Camera Shy, is officially on Angel's payroll as a photographer. It's like sniping, but not fatal. Her candid shots
That's awesome.
As for Faunus, she is helping out in the Druid squad. I tried to mix squad and team; it didn't work out.
Queen.
And she has
Ice
kept
Queen.
she has kept Violet the owlbear as her best friend.
Oh.
We love you. Besh is out there pirating it up. Woo!
Heck
Woo!
yeah. Mama Besh.
Red hasn't changed much, though she has started to become closer with her father again, despite him being in prison. Mimi has traded in her rogue tools for medical tools and works as a nurse.
Oh, that's so blessed. Oh my god.
So wholesome.
Her and Rin might have gone on some dates.
As for Valerian,
baby.
spending his time working outside of Oleta, cleaning up and destroying any remnants left of the Order, Valerian has made an effort to unite the stigma between Upper and Lower Xylem. With Adelram in tow, he takes Theo as an apprentice. The three of them work together with Oleta to end the division in Xylem.
Yay, no more Xylem division.
That
Thank
was
you,
sent to
Ash.
me. That was sent to me by Kat before you said anything, Shay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea. That's why I was like, what? So,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had the same thought. That's awesome.
Theo is still working with Valerian, rising in the ranks of the Hypnomancers. They're also looking to reconnect with their hyper-religious family. We love you, Ash!
Thank you, Ash. I love you.
Thank
We
you.
love you so much.
Eloise, looking for an end to her curse, she joins up with the class to find a way to free herself. Manolo, dreaming of becoming a famous bandit like his grandfather, joins up with Eloise, and learning from Andre and the road crew, becomes a famous Robin Hood-esque hero to take on the mantle of Constance's forest blessing.
That's so cool.
That's awesome. I'm proud of them.
Carl continues his work with the class and begins to compose music. He maintains his relationships after the school year ends and Eloise's curse is lifted. In the far future, he adopts a Kenku child after graduating from a music college and wants to teach magic.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes. Oh my god.
Thank you, Sparks, Stellar again, and Reef. We love the class.
Oh, we
So
love them.
guys.
I
Thank
love you
you.
guys. Thank
Cute.
you so much.
Malone still leads the mystery gang and is more confident as a leader, but still lets Marlo and Isabel have a voice. They work closely with Xylem and are paid well. Isabel continues to work with the mystery crew as Malone's roommate. She eventually gets together with him.
Oh.
Aww.
Marlo now lives happily with Hazel and her husband and continues to help Malone and Isabel on their adventures. Stellar, one more time, we love you.
I love you
Yeah.
guys. I love you and B and Shay too.
Aw.
Thank you.
Love
Shout
for
out.
everyone.
Thank you.
As for Eamon, he works in Vi's library and keeps tabs on remnants of the Order. Behind closed doors, he believes that acknowledging fear can be reformed, but done in a less destructive way. Super interesting. We love you, Brandon!
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Brandon.
you, Brandon.
That's
for
really cool.
everything.
Yeah.
Music and for the fun times.
Oh my gosh, yes, thank you for the music.
Thank you for the music.
And we've already talked about Jitter and Galdrea. I will bring up Galdrea very soon in a moment. But our last guest star we ever had, besides Galdrea's return, but whatever, Siren. After sustaining a critical injury in the battle, Siren tried to make the most of the time he had left. He became a father figure for Finn. Oh, Siren asked Alana. Alana, while flattered, said no, because did you see her last marriage?
Yeah.
She swore to stay his friend, and Siren is basically an honorary member of the family. But Caleb took that part awkwardly. He got over it pretty fast, but he saw someone he went to war with ask his mom out. It was a little weird. With Alana in charge, the hearth is being led by Siren now.
Ooh, good job.
Well, that was Freya, and one more special surprise from Livy.
Gasp.
Henry.
Huh.
On the day of the wedding, you got a letter from the bride.
Oh, heck.
I would like to read you what Galdrea sent to you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Finley, I can't help but to feel the need to apologize for my earlier actions. But even more than an apology, I owe you explanation. My entire life, I was in the Shadowfell, created to serve the Raven Queen, and for the longest time, I never questioned my purpose. I trained under her for centuries, regarded her as a mother as well as a patron. I worked my way up the ranks, fought day and night for her in her realm, nearly lost my life countless times in the process. I dedicated my entire life to her, and I thought that would mean something. I was proven wrong when I awoke on the material plane with no memory of how or why I had this happen. At first, I was confused, then angry. I prayed to her ceaselessly, but I never received answers. I remembered the feelings of her presence, the sound of her voice, but the longer I spent, the clearer it became that she was no longer there. She had abandoned me. Even upon finding her temples, speaking to her high priests, it was as if she refused to acknowledge that I was even alive, much less how much I had sacrificed. I grew upset and continued to search and sacrifice in myself and my new life for years. It was in this struggle that I found a new purpose. I had to find out what happened. This purpose is what led me to my love and to all of you. And for that, I'm eternally thankful. When we traveled to the Shadowfell after our journey, it was a difficult time. And once I had arrived at her palace, covered in the blood of the scum that disgraces her world, as well as my own, she acted as if it meant nothing. She even seemed amused that I was so determined to get an answer. That was not what I expected. I hadn't been banished because I failed. I didn't commit atrocity. And I certainly hadn't been sent down as a reward. She did this because it amused her. She wiped my memory and took away everything I know and care about, because she thought I would enjoy my time on the material plane better than my years spent with her, and thought that she might enjoy watching what I would do. Was she right? Perhaps. But nonetheless, I cried out to her. I was confused and hurt, and she still refused to give me an answer as to why she ignored my cries for mercy, my cries for any hint that she was there. Instead, she gave me a reminder of her presence. She marked Jitter, but not in the same way she marked me, cursing him, turning his beautiful wings dark and lifeless. Not only had she taken my chance away completely, she had taken Jitter's as well. To this day, I've never felt as much pure rage as I did. She sent us back, and moments later I wept for weeks. Wept with rage, sorrow, grief, regret. We were told emotions made us weak, so eventually I decided to let them make me strong. I continued training with Jitter's help and found my purpose had changed once again. She'd taken away my life. She'd made every decision for me, took away any free will. I thought I had used me as nothing but a pawn when I was with her, and nothing but a bird in a cage to watch once he exiled me. It's time for me to show her that she may be a goddess, but she does not control me. She's so kind as to remind me of her presence with Jitter's curse daily, but we work through it together, and we still are working with a way to have it removed. It seems the standard spells won't work. The Queen considers it a boon, and the boon can't be taken away easy. I apologize for my words, justified as I feel they were. I remembered what it felt like to have faith, to depend, and I let my own expectations blind me towards the experiences of others. I hope you find solace in her as I once did. I can see that you've long since proven yourself worthy to be special to her. I thought I had that honor as well, but I was wrong. Treasure that feeling, Finley, and never forget your purpose, whatever that may be. I pray that you continue to thrive under the Queen, but do not let her control you as she did me. That's where I failed, and you'll be even more special to her for not failing like I did. Enclosed are 2 tokens given to me by the Queen herself. A necklace bearing her holy symbol, and a clasp for a cloak in the image of a silvered feather. Both were given to me once I reached the highest rank in her service. I was part of an order of protectors sent to scout the unknown, where the shadow fell on the material on her behalf. It is a great honor to bear these, and no one deserves them more than you do. They were special to me once, but keeping them only reminds me of the past that I'm trying to put behind me. I'm sure you'll find them of use when you try to contact her. I wish you the best of luck in whatever adventures await you. May you use these well and bear them with pride. Your friend, Galdrea.
I was not expecting that! Oh my god! Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Heather, I love you.
Oh, Heather.
Heather, we love you.
I'll never take it off.
My heart is breaking. Oh my god.
Oh, my heart.
Oh. Okay. I think there's just one more. B. What do Anna and
Yeah.
Caleb do?
Well, before that, Livy wrote something special for a very, very important person. A name so nice you gotta say it 250 times. What's up with Rose?
I did kind of write it out as the day, week, month, year thing. Do you want me to just fly through that?
Go for it.
So kind of the day after, big fight, the Roses are tending to their own wounds and helping everyone else, which, is absolutely terrifying to see a surge of identical Rose clones just pour out of the castle. Armed with rolling pins, ready to help fight. No one knows that the castle even had that many rolling pins.
Not to mention the amount of Roses wielding them, just the rolling pins.
Focus on one weird thing at a time. They are helping the Royal Guard in all the relief services, and they're rebuilding homes because there's 250 of them. They've got a lot extra hands. A few of them also sneak off to fix the cloning machine, just in case they need a few extra hands. After a week, quite a few Roses have asked Alana if they can stay on as castle staff, because they don't really know what else to do with their lives.
Alana says yes.
Oh, hooray! We will all stay here now forever. They're also relieved to not be the ones who have to make sure that the castle gets run smoothly, because Caleb's retiring, which means none of them have to run the castle when he's off adventuring.
Woo!
Woo! A month later, Roses number 251 and 252 have emerged from the emergency cloning pods, and they will be the last Roses to ever emerge. Rose Prime, or the original, has issued that all those who don't wish to stay under the service of Alana must move on through the world, as it's getting too crowded. Roses 111 and 112 has chosen to be train engineers, finally putting some of their artificer skills to work.
Hell yeah.
And then, after a year, oh gosh, the Roses are all but gone from the castle. Only about 15 remain, all going under different names to avoid confusion and to make them feel more alive and less cloney. Rose Prime, thanks to some freaky magic skills, has helped to alter their DNA so that they aren't all just her. After a few, legal debacles where Rose 23 turned to a rogue, life of crime, committed crime, and then Rose Prime ended up being the one thrown in jail.
Oh my god.
They at first just changed colors, but then some of them started to dye their hair and their horns changed shape, which was an interesting touch that Rose didn't think would happen. So now a few of them are, there's Daffodil and Ivy and Marigold and Lilac are the
Good.
main ones.
Good.
Aww. The rest of the others all have their own distinct differences and things that are special about them. Rose Prime, now just plain old Rose, and Ebony finally tie the knot of their own, with Ebony joining the guard station in Timshul so they never have to leave again.
Oh.
Rose and Ebony plan on eventually tracking down the other 234 other Roses and altering their DNA. Because she's not going back to jail. You'll never take me alive! I will fight you with my bare hands! Come at me, bro!
Terrifying. I hate it.
Livy, I love you so much.
I love you so much. I can't breathe. Oh my god. Okay, continue on.
B, you can take the reins back.
Well, for Caleb and Anna, normal life has been nice to them. Anna purposely snagged the bouquet at Jitter and Galdrea's wedding. When they throw it back. She immediately gave the eyebrow wiggle to Caleb, who rolled his eyes and kissed her.
Oh.
The two of them are going very steady, and it's very clear that in their future, not now, but in their future, they absolutely want to get together forever.
Oh. My heart.
And a year later, how we'll end this episode and how we'll end this podcast, at least this campaign, you all meet up one night, sleeping bags in hand, by the river. Once a place of darkness and despair for you, now a place to re-illuminate with hope. You all sit together and look up as the stars begin to dance on the 1-year anniversary of your defeat of terror, and the northern lights of the Etudon Expanse shine for you.
It's so beautiful.
Caleb looks to all of you and says, 2 years ago, I never would have known that this would have been where we ended up. I'm so happy to know you. You're my family, my friends, and he just wraps you all in his arms and just goes, and I swear, no matter how things change, we'll always be together. I promise. And though your lives may have taken divergent paths in this year, as you look up at the night sky together, you realize the Night Council will never really part. Not after the mandate of the Astrayans to light the way for others. Not after the hope you've brought 2 years ago now. They always say that it starts just before the morning. And so you watch and wait together as night turns to day. And that is the end of my story for you tonight, young one. The voice said, exhaling finality. It took them a moment to realize he did not hear the blue tiefling's voice, but his small snores. I suppose I did overdo it, the voice mumbled, coming into the light to show its glistening starry form. But you were an amazing listener, my friend. The Australian, no longer hiding his luminescence, put a hand on the boy's head. I thank you. You gave me a small spark of light, like myself, the chance to share a part of me with you, and in doing so, keep me here just a little longer. I suppose it's right that in the end, we all become bedtime stories. As the voice spoke, the blue tiefling's hair and skin grew white and glowing with specks on parts of his body, mapping out like constellations. When you wake up, you will also have to face a dark and scary world. But for now, there is rest. I hope you make your story a good one too, my friend. I can't wait to tell it. Here it faded away, joining the northern lights of the Tudon expanse, being watched by this child and the Night Council together, staring at the same sky. And that is where we will close the campaign.
I love you guys so much.
I love you too.
I love you guys.
Hey, B.
Thank
We
you for
love
telling
you.
your story.
Oh.
We love all of you. We're excited for what the future holds. And we hope you have a great